In this video, I'm going to install RStudio on my Windows PC. RStudio is the software I use when I'm actually coding in R. You can think of R as more the engine under the hood of the fancier interface of RStudio. So if I search for RStudio, their website will come up. Now, in order for RStudio to work, I have to have R installed first. If you haven't installed R, you can see the preceding video in this series, or you can just go to the website CRAN. If you search for CRAN, Comprehensive R Archive Network, you can download the appropriate version of R. But once you have R, you can go to RStudio, click on download. The RStudio website usually is able to figure out what type of operating system you're using. RStudio is a for-profit company, though they offer RStudio, the basic version, for free. So I just select RStudio Desktop, click on download here, and then it usually takes me to the correct version. So RStudio for Windows, that looks correct. If you need to poke around a little bit, you can scroll down. There's Windows, Mac, different Linux distributions. But usually RStudio will take you right to the link here. So let me click on this. As I mentioned initially, R is a program that acts as the engine, the computational, the statistical, the programming language engine that most people work with via an IDE, an integrated development environment. RStudio is probably the most popular IDE, especially among academics and statistical workers. So RStudio is an excellent piece of software, very stable. It gets updated, minor updates fairly regularly, so it's good to, if you're having any issues, if something crashes, it's good to check your version of RStudio and to see if it's time to update it. Similarly, it's always a good idea to check your version of R and see if a new R patch or release has come up. Neither RStudio nor R will necessarily tell you when it's time for an update. Occasionally, you can have some issues with permissions from your computer or your firewall. If you have issues with either R or RStudio, see the notes for this video. I have links to a troubleshooting guide, but 90% of the time R and RStudio, probably 95% of the time, R and RStudio are able to be loaded onto PCs and Macs without too much trouble. Just go through, I'll select all of the defaults. Okay, RStudio has finished its installation, so let's click Finish here. Now, let me go find it. Again, I have R already installed. I must have R installed in order for RStudio. I can't even remember the last time, except when I was recording the video about it, that I opened up R itself. RStudio is the tool that I use every day, day in and day out. R itself is just operates in the background under the hood of RStudio. I'll select yes, I'll provide the information they want. And so here we go. I've got previous versions of R installed, and it's picking up some different things that I've had in my R directory before, but this is RStudio. In